Hey guys, Motorcarnut here, and today we're talking about the cold startup rattle on the Jeep Wrangler 2007 to 2011 with the 3.8 liter engine. That engine is found in other Chrysler models, Dodge Caravans. So if you have that same 3.8 liter engine and you have that cold start rattle, which the engine makes noise, sounds like a knock for 1 to 2 seconds. 1, 2, and then it goes away. All right, that's this video. If yours has a knock and it doesn't go away, that's something different. That's a mechanical issue. So this one is not for that. All right, so now what happens is, it could be a lot of things, but I'm going to give you a formula that works for a lot of cars because it's Jeep season and a lot of people have their Jeeps coming out, and I hear this noise, and I did this little procedure to their vehicles and they're nice and quiet, and I wanted to pass it along. That cold startup rattle is basically the oil draining out of the oil filter, and that's what gives it. In other words, when you start the engine up, the oil has to go through the filter, go all the way up, all the way in the engine, all the bearings and everything, and that takes that 1 to 2 seconds, and that's why you hear that noise. When you shut the vehicle off, and we're talking about anything like 5 to 6 hours or overnight cold, and you hear that noise, that's what's happening, and that shouldn't happen, okay? Because over time, that's going to cause damage. Now, I'm going to give you a little bit of a little tip and experience over the years with these cars. Is a lot of people, they change the oil filter, put different types of oil filter. I even have a video where I used a different type of oil filter, and it worked, but maybe the cold startup rattle came back maybe a year later, or in other words, using the same filter, obviously. So my conclusion is to use the factory filter. Now, I've written everything down. I don't have the startup rattle noise. I have it in the other video if you want to watch that. But over here, if you look down here, the black oil filter, that is a Mopar factory original filter for this vehicle. You have to use that one, okay, in conjunction with an additive called anti-friction additive. It's liquid moly. It's MOS2. All right, it's a 300 milliliter bottle, and you're going to use 5W30 instead of the 5W20. So basically, you're going to use this little bit of a mixture. I'm going to show you what I've written down here so you can stop the video. All right. So this is for the JK Wrangler 2007 to 2011 3.8. Again, that if this engine is in your vehicle and you have the same noise, this will help you out because it's the same engine. Okay, only use the factory oil filter, the black filter. Part number is 4105409AE, Mopar. Okay, use a synthetic oil of your choice, 5W30. And then you're going to get this anti-friction additive. It's liquid moly. It has a large M, a small O, a large S, and 2. Okay, and it's a 300 milliliter bottle. Every oil change, you put that in with the new filter. All right, and the results are going to be immediate unless there's damage done by never addressing the issue. In other words, you have something else going on. Low oil pressure from a bad oil pump can give you that problem. That's not this video. This is for most of you guys that have that startup rattle. All right. I did this. I said I would think, because now it's Jeep season, so I got like about 15 Jeeps, and about 10 of them had the noise. And I used this little mixture, and every one of them got quiet. So I'm curious to see you guys, you used my method of what I'm telling you to do, and I want to hear your feedback. But I would like if you have a before and after video on your channel, I'll give it a view. All right. And like I said, that startup rattle goes away in 1 to 2 seconds. Is it a big deal? It can be a big deal because it's not supposed to do that. You're dry starting. So if you do like 6, 7, 1,000 dry starts within a couple of years, that's not good. That's like the engine running with no oil for like 10, 15 minutes. It's just not good. All right. It's not supposed to do that. And this engine Well, this is my car. So this engine, see, I have my hand on the exhaust, okay, on the bolts. It's ice cold. Let it go and start it. See if I'll leave this out here so you can hear it. Nothing. And I've been using this in my car. See, I'm not crazy about these additives, but I used it, you know, to try it. I mean, how do you know they don't work unless you try them? Not try them once, try them in a lot of vehicles, try them in my own vehicle, because I do not sponsor nobody. All right, I just, you know, just because, I mean, I think it works good, doesn't mean I'm sponsoring. I don't, like I said, I don't sponsor nobody on my channel. I be careful who I do. I don't do anybody right now because a lot of things are garbage, and I don't want somebody that relies on me and, you know, to steer them in the right direction. I'm not going to do something just to make a buck. It just doesn't work that way for me. All right. I'm in a position in my life where I don't need to, you know, fix cars anymore, but I do it to help people out and save money. All right. My family, my friends, my viewers, my subscribers, everybody like that. Anyway, like I said, this stuff works. All right, I have it on my own vehicle. I had 10 people, 10 customers that I know, you know, from around the area that come back, or I see them on the street. How you doing? Car's quiet. So, I mean, any more, you know, real life testing, you know, that's what that is. So I'm very confident to say you use this little mixture, you should be okay. All right, guys, that was just a quick video. Hopefully it helps somebody out. Motorcarnut, please subscribe, hit that like button. Any questions pertaining to the video, leave them below. I answer all my questions, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you very much for watching.